In the high mountains of northern Vietnam, where clouds cover the villages all year round and the sound of the Hmong flute echoes across the rocky hills, the Hmong people still preserve many ancient traditions that fascinate visitors. One of the most famous and controversial customs is the tradition of wife grabbing, also known as wife pulling among the Hmong people. When hearing the words wife grabbing, many people immediately think of forced marriage or kidnapping. But in the original Hmong tradition, the story was actually quite different. According to village elders, Hmong boys and girls in the past often met each other at mountain markets, spring festivals, or through the sound of the flute echoing through the mountains. After falling in love, the young man would gather his friends and organize a traditional wife-pulling ritual. Interestingly, in many cases, the girl already knew about it beforehand and had agreed to it with the young man. However, because old customs were very conservative, couples could not openly show affection like modern young people, so this tradition became a special way for them to be together. On the day of the ritual, the young man was usually accompanied by his friends. When they met the girl on the road or at a local market, they would bring her to the young man's house. Many girls would pretend to resist or act shy in front of others because, according to old beliefs, following too easily could make them seem improper. This is one reason why outsiders often misunderstood the custom as a real kidnapping. After arriving at the young man's house, the girl would stay there for a few days with the family. During that time, she had the right to decide whether she wanted to marry or return home. Another fascinating fact is that the Hmong people highly value the flute in romance. Many boys learned to play the flute from a young age to impress girls in the village. During spring festivals, the sound of the flute can echo through the cold mountains late into the night. For the Hmong people, it is not just music but also a language of love and emotion. Hmong weddings often last for many hours and include many traditional rituals. People wear colorful handmade embroidered clothing, drink corn wine, sing traditional songs, and celebrate together. The houses built along steep mountain slopes make the wedding atmosphere feel even more unique and unforgettable to foreign visitors. Today, many young Hmong people still preserve beautiful traditions such as flute music, traditional weddings, and ethnic clothing, but they also place greater importance on consent and women's freedom of choice. That is why many cultural researchers believe the term wife pulling is more accurate than wife grabbing, because it better reflects the original spirit of the tradition. When night falls over the cold gray mountains of Hajiang or Laotsai, Hmong villages are often covered in thick fog. From a distance, the flickering firelight inside small wooden houses and the sound of dogs barking through the mountains create a scene completely different from modern city life. In this atmosphere, stories about the wife-pulling tradition have been passed down through generations. One thing that surprises many foreign visitors is that Hmong people often married at a young age in the past. In remote mountain areas, life depended mostly on farming, raising livestock, and self-sufficiency, so early marriage was considered normal. Village elders often say that in the past, a young man who could play the flute well, sing traditional love songs, and work hard would attract a lot of attention from girls. During mountain love markets, Hmong boys and girls sometimes walked for hours along mountain paths just to meet each other. Some couples even fell in love after only a few meetings at spring markets. Before the wedding day, both families usually meet to discuss gifts and traditional ceremonies. In the past, wedding gifts could include corn wine, pork, silver, or livestock. For mountain families, these items were considered valuable property, so the wedding also showed the groom's responsibility and effort. During the wedding, people drink traditional corn wine and celebrate together with large meals. Big trays of meat are prepared for guests, while relatives and neighbors come early to help the family. For the Hmong people, a crowded and lively wedding is considered a source of happiness and pride. In the past, many Hmong weddings lasted late into the night. Laughter, flute music, and traditional love songs filled the cold mountain air, creating an unforgettable scene. For many foreign visitors, it feels like stepping into a completely different world far away from modern city life. But life in the high mountains was never easy. Winters in northern Vietnam can be freezing cold, with fog covering the roads and many hardships everywhere. Because of this, family and community have always played an important role in Hmong culture. A wedding is not only about two people, but also about the connection between two families and clans within the village.